From News Channel 15, you're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. I'm Kyle Peach. Here's a look at what's happening. A motion by the former White County jailer accused of having sexual contact with an inmate for pretrial relief and pretrial release has been denied. WRUL reports that Darren Hayes was in White County Court yesterday before Cumberland County Judge Jonathan Braden, where the motions were denied. Hayes then waived his right to a preliminary hearing, and a pretrial hearing has been set for May 15th. Also in White County Court on Thursday, a final pretrial hearing was set in the case against Jeffrey Rawlinson, who was arrested in January on charges of home invasion, aggravated battery, possession of a weapon by a felon, criminal trespass to a residence with a person present, and possession of hypodermic syringes. That final pretrial hearing will be April 2nd, during which witness and exhibit lists are to be presented. 29-year-old Christian Stevens, who was one of 4 people arrested at his home last November in White County and arrested on various drug-related charges, was in court Thursday. White County State's Attorney Chris Neal made a formal motion to abandon his pursuit of those charges. Cases involving 2 of the other 3 individuals, Amber Walkenbach and Nathan Egbert, are still ongoing. The other case against Brian Brock, who agreed to a plea deal on Wednesday in White County. He pleaded guilty to unlawful use of property and was given 2 years probation, ordered into drug treatment, and a 6-month state jail sentence was imposed. Charges of possession of meth and of a hypodermic syringe were dismissed. According to the Wabash County Sheriff's Department app, 55-year-old Randy Sue Lewis of Mount Carmel was arrested by Mount Carmel police and booked at the Wabash County Jail Thursday on charges of driving on a suspended or revoked license, operating an uninsured vehicle, failure to remain at the scene of a vehicle damage accident, failure to report an accident to police by a driver, and she was also wanted on an outstanding warrant. Meanwhile, Carmi police made 3 arrests on Wednesday. WRUL says after a traffic stop near West Main and Sunset, Jamie Johnson and James Greer were both arrested on charges of possession of meth and possession of a controlled substance, as well as unlawful use of property and possession of drug paraphernalia. Greer also faces a charge of driving with suspended registration, operating an uninsured vehicle, and possession of cannabis in a vehicle. Meanwhile, in a separate incident on Sycamore Street, William D. Wilson was arrested after it was reported he had unlawfully entered a residence, threatened to kill the residents, and take their dog. Wilson has been charged with 2 counts of threatening a public official, aggravated battery, criminal trespass to a residence, and assault. And out of Wayne County, WFIW reports that sheriff's deputies arrested 37-year-old Kyle Hebner of Mill Shoals late on Wednesday night on a DUI charge. He was taken to the Wayne County Jail and later released on a notice to appear. The Wabash General Hospital Board of Directors has approved the use of artificial intelligence to improve patient care and efficiency. WSJD reports at their meeting this week, the board of the hospital saw officials outline plans to adopt DAX AI, a Microsoft Copilot-based system that integrates with the hospital's Epic medical records platform. The technology uses ambient listening to automatically document patient visits, allowing physicians to focus more on face-to-face interaction rather than typing notes. The system will reduce after-hours paperwork by about 24%, while allowing providers to see more patients each month. The move is not intended to replace staff, but to shift duties to more patient-facing roles. The system has been piloted for several months with 6 providers who reported positive results. The cost is $595 per provider per month to the hospital. WGH is also changing its mobile MRI service. President and CEO Carissa Turner announced that the hospital will transition away from its current shared MRI service agreement and instead will bring the mobile unit to Mount Carmel on a more permanent basis. The same unit will be used, but it will now be parked at WGH full-time for up to 36 months. She said the move is designed to provide greater consistency in MRI services, especially as the hospital continues to expand orthopedic care. The transition is expected to take place by the middle of next month. Hospital leaders say the move is a key step in improving patient access while preparing for future plans to bring MRI services permanently in-house. There are still 2 administrative principal positions opened at Lawrenceville High School and Parkview Junior High. In the process to select those to fill those roles was part of a special session meeting of the Lawrence Unit 20 School Board on Wednesday. WAKO says that following an executive session, no action was taken, but officials indicated that today, Friday, was the final day to submit applications. Those will then be evaluated, with finalists expected to be interviewed next month, with hopes of having both positions hired at the end of April to start in July. The 2 principal spots have been vacant since Ryan Clark resigned from the high school and Andrea Youngs at Parkview. Since that time, Superintendent Doug Doherty has been the acting interim principal at both schools. Kerber, Eck, and Brakel, KEB, the Springfield-based accounting firm representing Christopher Rural Health, has agreed to a $1.4 million settlement with victims of a 2023 data breach. WFIW reports that Christopher Rural Health, which operates clinics in 16 Southern Illinois communities, including Fairfield, Albion, Carmi, and Flora, was affected after KEB's Marion branch discovered suspicious activity on its computer network. An investigation revealed an unauthorized hacker had accessed and potentially copied sensitive personal information. The $1.4 million settlement covers unreimbursed economic losses up to $10,000 for those with documented claims, provides 2 years of 3 bureau credit monitoring services, and includes prorated cash payments to eligible class members. The Illinois Commerce Commission has approved the annual 5-year Crossing Safety Improvement Program for fiscal years 26 through 2031. Among the projects listed for this year in Lawrence County call for the reconstruction of the grade separation on the CSX-owned railroad on County Road 700 East near Bridgeport at a cost of some $2.3 million. There are 3 projects slated for White County in 2026. 2 in the Maunee area, including reconstructing the approach, installing gates, and modifying the automatic flashing light at the Morgan Street crossing, and installing gates and modifying the automatic flashing light signals at the crossing on 1350 North. Those projects together total $900,000. The 3rd White County project is on County Highway 7 near Carmi, calling for the installation of gates and modifying the flashing light signals at a cost of $380,000. More to come. A look at a warming, thank goodness, weather forecast for the weekend ahead and plenty of sports. We'll be right back.
New season, new ride. Steve Faulkner Automotive has F-150s with 0 down and 0% for 60 months and full-size Broncos to lease as low as $378 a month. Go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com. Spring is a great time for Jeeps. Get a Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing or a 2026 Jeep Wrangler. Lease for only $359 a month. Fresh pricing is waiting for you at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Teaching kids about money is an important step, and the Student Plus account from the First National Bank makes it simple. It's a free checking account designed for students who are learning to manage their own spending with tools that help parents stay connected. With spending limits, real-time alerts, and instant transfers, students can build smart money habits while parents have peace of mind. Getting started is easy. Visit the nearest branch to open a Student Plus account and choose the features that fit your family best. The Student Plus account from the First National Bank. Parents choose the controls, students learn responsibility.
Member FDIC.
How sweet it is to be loved by you.
How Sweet It Is, the music of James Taylor with award-winning Nashville songwriter Steve Leslie, comes to the Wabash Valley College Brubeck Theater Friday, March 27th at 7:30 p.m. as part of the Wabash Valley Arts Council Performing Arts Series. This special night, also presented in cooperation with the Wabash Valley College Foundation, will host several food trucks, music in the lobby, auctions of authentic James Taylor signed memorabilia, and more. Get your tickets now. Just scan the QR code on your screen.
Welcome back. Time to talk weather. Some morning rain, even a few thunderstorms, especially north of Highway 50 last night. But cooler weather on tap for us today, warming up as we move toward the weekend and a more active weather pattern next week. You won't believe it, but the high today will officially go down to 75 degrees. That was very shortly after midnight. We've been on the fall ever since. Here at our Wabash Valley College studios, we picked up 14/100ths of an inch of rain. There goes the rain out to areas of the east. Skies clearing out overnight tonight. That puts us in the scenario of having a freeze warning in effect. We'll talk about that more in a moment, but you're not going to see a whole lot here the rest of the weekend, except for a few clouds building back in through the day on Sunday. It's going to be a cloudy and more active week ahead, it looks like, but at least the temperatures will moderate. Freeze warning tonight, temperatures below freezing everywhere on the board. Not much below, but enough to prompt that freeze warning out there. So if you've planted any plants, cover them up tonight. Lows will be right around that freezing point. Starting to warm up tomorrow, though. Sunshine on your Saturday, low 50s for the high temperature. As we go to church on Sunday morning, overnight Saturday night into Sunday morning, a few more clouds, partly cloudy. Temperatures will dip just into the upper 30s, near 40. And then on Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds. We do rebound temperature-wise back up into the low 60s to the north, upper 60s to the south, and the warming trend will continue. Mostly clear tonight, 31 with the freeze warning in effect. Then for the extended forecast, 54 Saturday, more clouds than sun, but 66 Sunday. Clouds and 77 on Monday, then daily chances for scattered showers and storms Tuesday through Thursday, warming back up into the low 80s, then back into the 60s by the end of the week. That's your forecast. We'll talk sports next.
Are you living with chronic conditions or finding it hard to manage your health at home? If you're 18 or older, have a primary care provider through Wabash General Hospital, and live in Wabash, Edwards, White, or Lawrence County, our community paramedics can help. Get support in the comfort of your home, including follow-up care, home safety and medication education, vital sign checks, disease management support, and resource connections. Our certified paramedics will work with your doctor to provide non-emergent care to keep you healthy at home. Ask your WGH primary care provider for a referral to community paramedicine.
You need to be mindful that when you're out, maybe doing a little tree pruning or shaping, or kids climbing in the tree, building tree houses, whatever, look up, make sure there's no power lines in or near the area. And even after the storm or after a wind event or something like that, where a limb may be falling down or hanging in the tree, make sure to look and there's no utility lines near that. And if there is, call us. We'll come take care of it. We'll get that down. We'll get things cleared up.
Hi, I'm Tony. I graduated Wabash Valley College at Mount Carmel, and it was the best decision ever. It gave me the opportunity to go on the air almost immediately. Within about a week of starting the broadcasting program at Wabash Valley College, I was a DJ on 89.1 WVJC, and that on-air experience was invaluable to my future career and hiring potential.
Welcome back. Time now to wrap up with sports tonight. In boys high school baseball yesterday, behind an 8-run sixth, Newton beat Mount Carmel 13-6. Red Hill beat Weber 12-1. North Clay beat Edwards County 4-0. Crab Orchard over NCOE 10-0. And Centralia beat Salem 12-0. Girls softball yesterday, Mount Carmel beat Fairfield 6-3. You can see that one again tonight right here. Mount Vernon beat Olney 1-0. Flora beat Lawrenceville 10-0. Hamilton County over Vienna 15-1. Newton beats Dietrich 4-2. Red Hill beats Weber 16-1, and St. Anthony beat North Clay City 7-2. Girls soccer yesterday, Breeze Central slips by Salem 1-0. Mattoon beats Olney 7-0. Two boys high school tennis yesterday, Mount Carmel beat Fairfield. The final there was 6-1. College baseball now, Wabash Valley took care of Shawnee on the road yesterday 20-1, and Frontier falls to John A. Logan 19-5. Finally, in college softball, Wabash Valley beat Kaskaskia in game 1 9-1. The two played to a 9-9 tie in game 2. Olney Central split with Shawnee, falling 6-5 but winning 4-0. And at last check, Frontier yesterday fell to Rend Lake 5-1 in game 1. Game 2 at last check was reported as suspended, tied at 2-2. That's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again Monday. Kyle Peach from all of us at News Channel 15. Have a great weekend and a good night.